Sneaker resellers have basically been controlling every single sneaker sale of 2022, and they have been a while since then. With that being said, the sneaker community is divided between sneaker resellers and people who want to buy the shoes for personal use. The reason for this divide? Well, most sneaker resellers use bots, or a software that automatically purchases shoes for them, sometimes in mass quantities. This leaves people manually trying to cop the shoes with no chance at all. With all that aside though, do sneaker resellers actually make tons of money selling hype shoes, limited shoes, or just really popular shoes at all? Or is it a complete lie? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video, and we're going to be discussing if sneaker reselling is actually profitable or not. What's up, boys and girls? It's your boy Brandon Nichols, and welcome back to another banger. In today's video, we're going to be going over everything about sneaker reselling, not that in depth, but we're going to be basically skimming over a lot of it in general so you get the gist, and if it's something that you like and want to do, it could potentially make you lots of money. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of the free game I give out daily. Alright guys, that's enough talking, let's jump right into the video. So to answer the video's title, yes, sneaker reselling is 100% profitable. However, there's obviously going to be some things that you're going to need to know before you start getting into the game of sneaker reselling. One of the most important things you need to understand is that not every shoe can be bought and sold for a profit. There are just some shoes that have no value at all, and they're basically a common shoe that never sell out. Some examples of these shoes would just be basic colorways for Nike Air Maxes or Vans or Converse shoes. These shoes rarely ever sell out, and if you do see someone selling the shoes, they're probably less than what they actually bought them for. What you do need to be watching for though are shoes that are hyped up, such as collabs, a unique colorway, or just limited edition shoes. The easiest way to see when shoes are dropping is going to be through apps or websites that give off information on exclusive releases that are dropping soon and have a great potential on you reselling them for a profit. One app that I personally use that I don't have a sponsorship for is called DropList. DropList basically gives you a list of what items are dropping. This could be for Supreme, Bape. They really do have a ton of different brands, but mostly they focus on sneakers and what popular sneakers are going to be dropping for, how much they cost, and how much they are expected to resell for. It's definitely a great app that I've recently been using, so if you want to check it out, the link will be in the description below. And just so you know what shoes I'm talking about, some examples would be Travis Scott X Jordan, or just Yeezys, and basically any other shoe that is well sought out for. Now, the second thing that you're going to need to know is that copying these limited shoes is not that easy at all. Even with the use of bots, there's really never a 100% guarantee you will cop the shoe, especially if there's like only 1,000 pairs, right? But if it is a generally big release, then you're definitely going to have a high chance of copying shoes. But I'm saying that there's really never a guaranteed chance, especially for limited shoes, like shoes that only have 100 out. There are a ton of things that you can do though to actually maximize your success, such as investing into really good bots and getting proxies, and there's a lot more to it. With all that though, if you do apply what I'm going to be saying in the video and look up other YouTube videos, if you are interested in this obviously, this can be 100% profitable for you. So the next thing we're going to need to know is how do we actually cop shoes for retail in the first place? I mentioned bots previously, but if you don't feel like putting a lot of money into bots, then there is other options that you have. The first method we are going to be talking about is manually copying sneakers. Like I said before, manually copying sneakers is just very hard to do, especially with the rise of botting and how much it is dominating this industry. There are though many successful sneaker resellers. They're just not as successful as botters would be. To be successful as a manual reseller, you really need to understand every single website that you're looking to buy sneakers off for, and the most important thing you're going to need to know off the website is how the checkout process works. For example, the Nike Sneakers app actually has different things that you can actually use to your advantage to have greater success rate of copying shoes manually. Things like literally just changing your gender to a woman, not in real life, but on the Nike app, or just changing your payment information to PayPal are all things that Nike actually favors over other users. With most Nike sneaker releases, they actually allow you 2 minutes at the most to enter in to receive the shoe. These aren't really considered raffles, but the way they work, they kind of technically are. They're just not labeled as a raffle. They do actually have quote unquote raffles, which last about 15 minutes, and all you have to do is enter in to actually get the shoes. With raffles, and just basically with any other thing, you can actually set your debit card or any other payment information to different accounts, and you can run a ton of different accounts at once and manually try to enter in on each of your accounts. But this does require you to have either people doing this for you or just a bunch of other phones. From both of these releases though, you will be selected randomly among everybody else who has entered in to receive the shoes. Other websites though, like Supreme and Yeezy, require you to be first come, first serve, right? They want you to have that quick checkout, and that's where bots get very, very lucky, right? Because bots can just breeze through the checkout process. However, as a sneaker reseller that you're doing stuff manually, right? There are things that you can do, such as using a autofill, which basically autofills information on a website. This does require you though to have a computer, but it's a very useful tool that you have that could possibly aid you in copying yourself a nice pair of shoes or a piece of clothing. I'm not going to obviously go into too much depth on this, as my channel doesn't revolve around sneaker reselling, but there are other videos and other creators who have lots of information on this stuff, so make sure to go out, and if this does sound interesting to you, go out and check out the other videos and the other channels. The second method that you've heard a lot is sneaker botting. Sneaker botting is literally used by tons of people in order to get as many limited sneakers as they can possibly get. Now, in order to actually bot sneakers, you're going to need a bot, which can range anywhere from $75 to $10,000. I also won't be going into botting that much, as there are a lot more people that are way more experienced than I am that their channel focuses on botting. So definitely make sure to go, if you want to bot and if you're down to put money in to start botting, then go check out those channels and get yourself knowledge on what bots to buy, how to buy, and all that. I've heard lots of stories on how much people can actually make, and on average I hear literally about $5,000 a month, with some ranging from about $1,000 a month to $10,000 a month. But both these different people, right, they're focusing different amounts of time on it and different amounts of money, so it really does depend on how much you want to actually pursue this, but the profit margin is pretty insane, I would have to say. With all that said, guys, sneaker reselling is definitely a side hustle that you can actually pursue and make yourself a ton of money. If you did like the video, make sure to give a big fat thumbs up, and then comment what you liked about the video or didn't like, and any questions you have for me. I would love to answer any questions you guys have. I'm working on building a community of high value teenagers, so if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, make sure to subscribe and join the community. Without further ado, I'll have another banger cooked up for you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a nice rest of your day. Peace.